Is getting guns off our streets illegal? Well, the NRA says if one councilman goes through with his gun buyback program and if police destroy those weapons, that is breaking the law. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Waddell. Guy actually has the night off. Tucson knows firsthand the tragedy that follows gun violence. Now a local councilman is following a national trend, a gun buyback program designed to get guns off the streets and destroy them. But the NRA says if Tucson destroys those guns it collects, it'll be breaking the law. Craig Smith, Not On Your Side reporter, joins us live in the newsroom now. Craig?
Jennifer, the whole point of a gun buyback is to get guns out of circulation. The NRA says if the city collects guns, those guns must go back into circulation, sold to gun dealers to go back on the market.
These guys are reacting like the voluntary surrender of a firearm for proper disposal is the analog to the desecration of some sort of a holy icon.
According to National Rifle Association board member Todd Rathner, Councilman Steve Kozachik's gun buyback program must not lead to TPD destroying the guns it collects because state law requires governments to sell the guns to a properly licensed gun dealer. Other cities around the U.S. have offered incentives like grocery gift cards for unwanted guns, with the idea of destroying the guns to keep them from causing trouble in the community. But Rathner calls the guns community assets. He says TPD sells other property it receives.
Why should firearms be treated any differently?
Why shouldn't they be treated any differently than a car or some other object of furniture or electronics?
Because when a gun is sold to a law-abiding citizen and a law-abiding citizen owns that gun, it represents no threat to the community.
Rathner says law-abiding citizens will be buying those guns because the law requires the city to sell guns it collects to licensed dealers required to do background checks. Rathner says the NRA thinks buybacks do not accomplish much, but does not object as long as they don't involve public money. Kozachik's plan is fueled by donations. Kozachik concedes a gun buyback is not a cure-all, that mental illness and many other issues need to be addressed too.
The louder the opposition gets, the more confirmed that I am in my own mind that this is the time that we have to have this conversation.
Rathner says the NRA will not try to stop the buyback, but will demand proof of what TPD did with the guns it collects.
Now, Tucson City's attorney has ruled the law does allow the city to destroy guns it collects, so the buyback is on for 9 Tuesday morning at the TPD substation, 22nd and Alvernon.
Craig, do you think the NRA, or have they said whether they would go for a court order to try to stop this buyback?
No, they're telling us their concentration will be to see if the city does destroy the guns, then try to invoke that law against them.
Craig, thanks.